Good Sunday morning, everyone. Welcome to the live stream. It is 10 o'clock, I believe. So we are going to get started. I hope you guys go ahead and jump on here pretty soon. But if you don't know or you didn't see my previous video, I am going to be going live every day starting today for the next week. So through Saturday, I'm going to be going live at 10 a.m. So right now until 10:30. And it's just a little experiment for me. I want to see what will happen if I go live every day and also publish every day for 7 days, and what possibly might happen with the algorithm, if anything. If anything, I just want to hang out with you guys and get to know you guys a little bit better in a setting like this. So, if you guys could say something, comment, and maybe give a thumbs up if you can. If you can hear me, please, that would be really awesome. And say hello, who you are and where you are at the moment. I think we've got a couple people jumping on, but I just want to know if you can't hear me. Pretty sure you can see me. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. It's 10:01, so we are just right on time. What I had planned for today, so I have a theme planned, but I also want to be flexible and let you guys kind of steer the conversation if you want to. If you have any questions, please don't be shy. This is what this is all about. All right, who do we have here? We have Sarah. Hello, Sarah from Utah. Welcome aboard. And Dreamalaya. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Hello from the Bay Area in California. How is everybody doing this morning? I am just doing great. So I'm in my backyard, and it is looking to show you around just a bit. It's just a nice little beautiful backyard. I am in Idaho, in case you don't know. Our office is in an area near Boise, so the capital, and we're just kind of in a little rural town of Idaho, but it's super fun. But anyway, today my theme I wanted to talk to you about is connecting to your audience. I wanted to do a video about it. One second, let me make sure my dog is here. Tuli, come here. Come here. Okay, she's here. She's safe. Um, anyway, so I wanted to talk to you about connecting with your audience. So if you guys could comment and tell me maybe what you're doing in your YouTube journey, where you're at, and what you're hoping to do with your YouTube channel, please let me know. Come here, Tuli. Hold on one second. I want to show you guys this. This is my doggie. Isn't she cute? This is Dooley. Oh my gosh, she's 9 and she's just the most adorable thing on earth. Okay, the light is not that great there. Let's just head back. Anyway, so comment what you guys are hoping for in your YouTube journey and where you're at, maybe what your niches are about, and I would just love to hear it. Okay, I think we've got some decent lighting there. How's that? So I've done a video about this before on a different channel, but I wanted to do it on this channel and with this live, and I can even expand on it later and do a different video. But some of the ways that you can actually connect with your audience is by, especially in the early phases, is to comment on every single video, every single comment that they give you. That is awesome. That's an interaction. And think of it like each subscriber is a person. They're not just a subscriber, they're a real person, and they don't have to subscribe to your channel. So I want to say I appreciate all you guys. You're awesome for subscribing. Thank you so much. But think of it like that. Every single subscriber is one subscriber closer to whatever your goals are, whether that be, I hope that your goal is to help people with whatever skill you have or whatever knowledge you have, but eventually, you want to make a passive income, right? It does help you grow in your channel and sustain your channel. So hold on, I'm going to read a couple comments here. Okay. Is this the first live? Yes, it is the first live. Oh, I'm so glad I'm inspiring you. That's very sweet of you. And sorry, I'm going to change the light one more time, and I promise I'll stay. Okay. It is the first live. Today is Sunday. I'm starting today, and I'm going to go through Saturday. And what am I shooting with? So I do have to tell you, I planned on using my phone, but when I started using my phone, it said I was not eligible for mobile streaming for some reason. Maybe I don't have enough subscribers yet or anything. So I had to go with a backup, which is my laptop. This is just my webcam. And hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I was hoping to do my phone because my phone has really, really good audio because I have a mic, but I'm not using a mic today. So I was hoping to do that, but that is another good point is always have a backup plan. If you are going to go live, maybe make sure that you have a second capability of going live. And also something, well, I haven't done a YouTube live before, but I've learned through other people that you just kind of have to anticipate something going wrong. Just anticipate it because it's live. There's nothing you can do about it. Like I said in my video, you cannot go back. You cannot edit in the moment. You just got to keep rolling with it. If you do have a mistake or a technical difficulty, then you just have to be prepared. And that is the best thing about live is you never know what's going to happen. I did talk about this in my video, and briefly, I'll just talk to you about it only because it's a little bit of my background. I think our backgrounds are important. I used to be a reporter and an anchor actually in local news for almost 4 years. And when I first started, I feel like I'm rambling a lot, but you guys just let me know what questions you have. Anyway, when I first started, I was the morning reporter, and I would have to get to work at 3 a.m. and I got up at 1:30 a.m. every day and get there, and I had no idea for the most part what my story would be that day. I would get my assignment or I'd have something planned from time to time, but I'd get my assignment and then I'd have to go to a location and wait and go live for our morning show, which it lasted from like 5 a.m. to 8 a.m., a couple different channels actually. But I would just wait and I would go live every 30 minutes and anywhere from like 6 to 10 live shots. So I've done live before, just not this kind. And I got to the point where it's exciting. It's an adrenaline rush if you're into that kind of thing. Maybe not. I mean, starting a YouTube channel and just filming videos is a lot on its own. Like starting and being on camera, if you've never been on camera, that's a huge deal. So, but if you get to that point where you're being live, it's a whole different ball game. Anyway, so I just wanted to tell you that. Some of my background. It's interesting, I guess. Let's see. Going live over a small channel, is that a good idea? The video batching idea is gold. Okay, let's go over some of those. Going live over a small channel, is that a good idea? That is a good point. That's a good question. I'm going to find out, actually. That's why I'm doing this experiment. I'm trying to do some experiments for you guys and find out just so I can put that out for you and you don't really have to experiment on your own the first time. That's kind of what this channel is all about. I'm seriously open to any ideas that you guys have. I'm trying to grow this channel from the ground up. As you might know, I was part of Vid School, the other channel, and I started this channel, and my coworker Nate continued on with that one. We both teach YouTube, but I am experimenting with a different style. I'm kind of trying to do more of the vlog style and lifestyle, and I think it's important that you guys get to know me and my life, so that is a different style. Anyway, back to your question, is it a good idea? Meh, I don't know. I'm excited to be here. I think it's a great idea. But back to like being on camera, if you've never been on camera before, I would not suggest going live right away or for your first time. I would definitely just feel it out and really feel comfortable. No matter what, when you do your first live, you are going to be nervous for the most part. I mean, most people are going to be nervous. They're going to be kind of shaking and stuff because it is a big deal. You know, you have people out there watching you and you don't know what kind of comments you're going to get. So I would not recommend doing a live shot. That's what it's called in news. A live stream when you're first getting started. I would definitely do, I mean, more than a dozen videos. So back to this other comment, the video batching idea is gold. So you might have seen my video where I mentioned that we did a group of us. So there was 5 of us coworkers. We decided that we were going to batch 52 videos each. So each person, 52 videos in 24 hours or less. Yeah. So, I mean, that just kind of says it all. But the whole point was we wanted to see what would happen if our whole point was we wanted to make a year's worth of content in one day. And yes, all the editing was done in post and all the thumbnails and that. Like it originally we wanted to do it all in one day, but it just wasn't really possible because we wanted to do 8 to 12-minute videos and quality videos. So, and I learned that day there was no possibility of us like editing that day unless you just use a few cards and don't edit it, basically cut it from the front and the back, but we are doing some editing. But that was a big deal that day. You don't really, I mean, I didn't really take into consideration, switching your shots, kind of getting prepared for each different video, whatever your theme is. And my channel was all about vegetarian cooking and fitness. And so mine was a little bit different. I'm not saying that I had an advantage or not, but I had to like prep recipes. And so actually the day before I literally went shopping. I chopped all the vegetables. I put everything in Ziploc bags in their own bags. So I literally had to dump the stuff in the pan. But you would think it would be so easy. But still, even that was hard because you still had to clean up and make your area look nice. And that stuff alone. And switching cards. We switched cards every single time so we could keep them organized. We use a different mic. We use not an internal mic, so we have to line up the audio and the video. So you have to keep track of 2 cards. Just a lot of stuff. And then you don't really think about being exhausted. I already got up at 3:45 in the morning, and then just talking on camera for that long is mentally draining. And I did end up losing my voice at the end of the night. So I think that our point was that I don't personally recommend doing 52 videos in one day, especially when you're getting started, but I do recommend doing a batch in one day or even a weekend. So say you want to do 20 in one day and then 20 on the next day, that's more realistic. And that way you could literally start a whole channel in one weekend, put it out there, and have content for a whole year and see what happens. So we're excited. We haven't launched those channels yet, but they should be ready really soon. And also, we're not releasing the channels what they are because we want this to be a true experiment and see if people find them through search terms, because that's the whole idea of being found. All right, let's go to some other comments. Okay, I do wonder about going live with an iPhone like you tried, because that's what I plan on doing. So I'm curious if I let you, or if it will let you. I'm going to, after this, sorry, I keep moving. I'm going to have to find out why it wouldn't let me go live on my phone. Why it said I was not eligible. That's very interesting to me. So maybe I'll do a video about that for you, because that seems kind of odd to me that you can not go live on your phone. They don't want you to go live on your phone, but they'll let you go live on your laptop or whatever. Thank goodness they'll let me go live on my laptop. So yeah, I'll try to do a video for you on that. How is your retention rate with starting your videos with walking your dog in comparison to starting with talking to the camera with a hook? That's interesting. That's an interesting question. Well, to be truthful, the videos where I do like a short little prepared skit and have a hook tend to do better and keep people right off the bat. But overall, actually over time, the videos where I'm like walking Thule or I'm hiking or something, those kind of are steady and do well over the long haul. So it's interesting. But I don't know, when you're getting started, I would actually first recommend just sitting down, having your outline, having a hook, not having a script and reading that verbatim or anything. That is not a good idea. I mean, I've mentioned that in videos before, but if you sorry, I'm rambling a little bit. If you do go off script, then it's really hard to get back on track. I know. That's what I did when I was a reporter. I started doing like a verbatim script. And first of all, if you get off track, you get flustered. And second of all, you kind of don't look like a human anymore when you're talking. So I started to make an outline with the bullet points that I absolutely wanted to get across. And then I would kind of ad lib around those bullet points, which actually went off really well. Because even news, you want to be, taken as a real person, not a robot. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. How do you cope with the script? Whenever I start recording, I start thinking which makes me fumble and it looks awkward. Okay, so kind of what we were just talking about. Something that I would recommend if you cannot make it through an entire video, like ad libbing, when you have your bullet points, if you cannot make it through an entire video while ad libbing, an interesting trick you might try is still having an outline. I still would not recommend having a complete script that you read or, memorize. Don't memorize, please. But you can go off your outline and you can still ad lib, but then just stop record in between. Stop record each little area and then look down at your outline, figure it out. Or you don't even have to stop record if you want. Actually, don't stop record. Just pause, look down at your outline, and then keep going. And so then you have to realize that there is some editing, but you will be able to tell because you'll see the audio levels go up when you're talking and then down. So it'll be easier to kind of chop it up and then you can kind of finesse it after that. Does that make sense? So don't put so much pressure on yourself to go all the way through. If you are recording your video, you do have that ability. Do not put so much pressure because then if you mess up, you get flustered, like you said, and it's like, if you're like me, I'm kind of an all or nothing person. I had to get over that. So, okay. You're inspiring me to start a channel. Oh, good. What is your channel? What would you like your channel to be? Okay, I've been publishing once per week in the climbing niche, and this week is my first week publishing twice. All right. So anything, I guess it's still very early, but what have you found with that? I do recommend publishing twice a week. Ideally, in the very beginning, when you first launch, I would recommend publishing 4 times a week for the first week, and then maybe 3 the next week, and then 2 after that, until your channel really blows up, and then maybe eventually you can do 1. But 2 a week on the same day at the same time. It's very important because then your audience knows when to tune in. And also recently, I just put this on my banner. Make sure they know when you're publishing because they might not know when to be on. Try to figure out when they are on. But I publish every Sunday and Thursday. So put that on your banner and your About Me and make sure they know and maybe even mention it in your videos. Because if they don't know, they might not be there. Okay. Let's see what else. For the blog portion, I already have a Shopify website. Can I monetize with ads on there? That is a really good question. I will have to look into that for you. Truly, I mean, that's a really good question. I have a feeling there's a way that you can monetize it. You can monetize most any time. So, all right. So I think I got through most of your questions. Yeah, if you guys want to continue to kind of post like what you're hoping to do or what your niche is, that'd be awesome. And also you can comment some of the things that you'd like me to go over if you want me to go over like a bigger topic this week, because I'm still going to be going live every day at 10 a.m. from 10 a.m. to 10:30 through Saturday. So, all right. Anything else? Okay, so I was actually going to be talking about connecting with your audience. Another point that I did want to bring across is don't be afraid. It sounds so simple, but don't be afraid to be yourself and be a little bit vulnerable. You don't have to obviously put everything out there, but let people know that you are a real person. This is YouTube, right? People like YouTube because it's not TV. It's not scripted. It's not overly produced. It's just real people doing real things. Of course, we do have, filming, editing, outlining, and all that stuff. But I think that those videos where you kind of let people in, let people, what you like to do, who you are, a little bit about your life, I think that really helps people relate because the person on the other side of the video is a real person with real feelings. And so you have to think of it like that. When you are first getting started on camera, just try to imagine just talking to one person. Pick that person, whoever it is. Maybe it's one of your subscribers who's been there from the very beginning, or maybe it's your grandmother or your mother or whoever. I used to do that when I was a reporter. I would, it sounds so funny, but I would imagine I was just talking to my grandma. That's all. It really does help because then you start to talk in your own, natural language, your own voice tone. You smile more, really, truly. And then, of course, hopefully you know that, but look straight into the lens and not above at the viewfinder or anything like that. Here on the laptop, you kind of have to, but try not to look at the viewfinder or look at yourself too much. Of course, if you're doing this solo, you might have to look at yourself a little bit, but that way you're looking straight at the viewer from the other side. Think about it that way. All right, let's see what else we have here. Did you and the guy from Vid School not get along? Did you and the guy from Vid School channel makers not get along, and that is why y'all split into different channels? No, that is not true at all. Like not the case at all, but great question. We actually share an office and we have a great time, truly. But Income School and Project 24 is all about experimenting, and we got along great. We have a great time in our videos. We laugh and all of that. But we decided that we all decided together that I wanted to be able to show you guys a little more of my life and what I do on a daily basis. And so it didn't really make sense for me to do that as much with him and I on the same channel, just because I'm at home a lot, I'm hiking and all that. And like I said in the beginning, we wanted to experiment more with like the vlog style, the lifestyle, all that type of thing. So, I mean, we got along great. We still do. We literally sit right across from each other in the office. I'll show you guys. I think I did show you in one of my videos, but we are totally fine. Don't worry about it. I'd love to learn more about mixing information with the vlogging style videos, since that's what you were doing. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a great idea. Well, great idea. I love this. You're giving me so many ideas because it's kind of hard trying to figure out what videos to make because it's really about you guys. I want you guys to like them and enjoy watching them because that's what it's all about. So I will look into that for you. And I guess, experiment more with what I'm doing and let you guys know as I go along. But actually, so far, I was on Vid School. I've enjoyed both. Don't get me wrong. Nate and I had a lot of fun. We laughed a lot together, and that was awesome. And I actually do miss that because now it's just me, Tuli and I, actually. But it's just me, and so I have to rely on myself to film for myself for the most part. I do have help from time to time if they're available. I edit my videos for the most part, and then sometimes this might be hard. I'm realizing is you kind of get in that phase where you kind of get in a mind block. You don't really know where to go next or what videos to do next. And it really helps, even if you are on a channel by yourself doing things, try to find someone who you can bounce ideas off of and who you can spitball with, because it truly helps. When you're in kind of that roadblock, it helps. You're like, oh, I would have never thought of that. Seems simple, but I was just, totally in a different direction, if that makes sense. Okay. I want to start a coding channel where we have to rely on screen recording. Do you recommend a camera recording of me as an overlay layout over the screen recording? That's an interesting question. I'll have to look into that. I'm not quite sure exactly what you mean either. But I will talk about being off camera. I've done a video about this before on Vid School. So, yeah, there are channels that do rely on screen recording, and I do screen recording from time to time as well because you have, information on the computer, analytics, that type of thing that you do want to show, and it does help break up your video as well as show the viewer what you're talking about. I think I might know what you're talking about. An overlay. Okay. So there is a program called Pixel Film Studios that has a lot of good stuff in it, a lot of good graphics, a lot of good overlays. I would really recommend it. It's got a lot of transitions and movement, and it's something you do have to pay for. But eventually down the road, if you're able to make that investment, it really does help out. I recommend moving, changing your shot, doing something at least every 10 seconds, if not like 5 to 10 seconds. So, how'd you first meet Jim and Ricky? Well, I met them on LinkedIn. They had a job opportunity, and I happened to be looking for a job at the time. It was actually perfect timing because I was still reporting and at my other job in the local news here in Idaho, but I was looking to possibly make a transition. I'd been there for almost 4 years, and so I saw their posting on LinkedIn, and it looked like literally, I was like, I've never seen anything like this before. I didn't even know what it was. It was great. So then I did more research. I listened to Jim's book. Like I went to their website. I went to the YouTube channel and all of that. And so I applied. I was like, this sounds like my dream job. I'm not a very like good conventional desk job person because I wasn't before. I was like running around all the time. So it almost sounded perfect to me. And when we met, just had a great time. Just, we're completely genuine. And they truly are some of the most genuine people you'll ever meet, nicest people you'll ever meet. They're just like they are on YouTube. Just truly like they would give their shirt off their back. Great, great people. Okay. How'd you first meet Jim and Ricky? Yeah. Okay, so we've got about 3 minutes left. And so let me know if you guys have any other questions for me or anything else. What would you guys like me to cover tomorrow at 10 a.m. if you want to comment that? Thanks, love from India. Wow, from India. That's awesome. It's so cool to see all these people from all over the world in different backgrounds, and it's super cool. Okay, does going live help the channel? That is a good question. That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. I'm doing all sorts of experiments. I'm trying to break new ground for you guys and let you know what works and what doesn't for a small channel. At this point, I believe I'm about 500 subscribers. I've had this channel for about 2 months. So we will see. I'm trying to figure out, we have, a tried and true way to grow a channel, but that's another thing about this channel. We know a good way to grow a YouTube channel, but I want to try and see if there's maybe another way, maybe even a faster way. Maybe it's different for a vlog style channel. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make more experimental videos for you guys in the future. Glad you're doing this. I'll find you on Instagram. Okay, that'd be awesome. I'd love to be your friend on Instagram. You guys are awesome. And it's really cool to just jump on here and talk to you in real time and be myself. And Julie, come here. Come here. I'll show you my doggie if you haven't seen her. Come here. I need to put her in more videos. Oh, come here. Sorry. Say hi to Julie. This is Julie. She's 9. She's a Shih Tzu mix, possibly Chihuahua. And she's just amazing little dog. Just love her to death. She's so easy, though. She just does everything I want. I mean, whatever I'm doing. Okay, I'm launching my channel doing content in a slideshow and voice format. Information content. Hope it works. I have a face made for radio. Oh, that's so silly. That's not true. In a slideshow in a voice format. I'll do a video about that, being off camera and relying on that type of stuff. Is there a reason why you don't want to be on camera at all? Because people like people. People like human faces. I will tell you that. Are you using StreamYard? No, I'm just using the YouTube Live. Do you use a graphic tablet? If so, which one do you recommend? I don't use a graphic tablet, but I know what you're talking about. We actually have a new editor and videographer, and she has one. So I'll ask her about it. It looks really, really cool. She actually used it. She's the one who designed, her name's Andrea. She designed my new banner. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's pretty cool. But she did some awesome stuff in there. I know the very basics of Photoshop, but I want to learn so much more. In the beginning of that program, it's just, it's not intuitive, but it is really cool. It's got a lot of capabilities. How often do you post initially? I kind of said it, but ideally you want to post 4 times the first week, have those videos already done, have that backlog. Then the second week, 3, and then the third week, and then thereafter, do 2 consistently until you really get a core subscriber group and you really see some real growth. Then you could probably go to 1. Which video editing software do you use? We use Final Cut. I love it. I've used only one other editing service, and that was in the news, and it was very, very old. But I know Final Cut is another program that might not seem intuitive, but it's so awesome once you get it. So easy and fun, and there's so many things you can do with it. So I do recommend that. I have not used Adobe or anything like that, but I probably should. So, all right, a good and free editing program. Well, you can use the YouTube app, if you guys didn't know, to edit your videos. Like, you can you could shoot everything on your phone, and you could cut the front and the back, and you can trim it and put it on YouTube. So it's as simple as that. That's really all you need. I mean, yeah, you need some good lighting, really good audio. Audio is very important. And in the beginning, you really don't need much, but lots of good ideas. Okay, well, we are out of time. It is 10:32. I'm going to go to lunch. So I hope you guys have a great day. And thank you so much for jumping on and asking all your questions and your comments. And please feel free to let me know if you have anything else. So I will see you guys tomorrow, okay? At 10 a.m. Have a great day or a great night, wherever you are.